Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a reading from the new Sri Krishna Caitanya Book by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on August 4th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Bhagavatidachalam Vangalangayategarim Yatithātamahan Vande Sri Gurum Dinadarinam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Isram Hare Om Tatsat. They were having the Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya compilation class.
So today we are having the Krishna Caitanya compilation class.
And yesterday we had the Balaram Purnima.
Yesterday we had the Balaram Purnima.
So we had the now in the new month.
So I'm very happy. So we are in the new month.
And we hope that all the devotees are healthy and enthusiastic in Krishna consciousness.
And we hope that all the devotees are healthy and enthusiastic in Krishna consciousness.
Now the Lord has decided to take sannyas.
Now the Lord had decided to take sannyas.
He had first taught with Lord Nityananda.
He had first talked with Lord Nityananda.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
And we get to learn a lot about the personality of Godhead
So we get to learn a lot about the personality of Godhead
and His different activities.
in His different activities.
Since Lord Nityananda
Since Lord Nityananda
could not dissuade him, dissuade him, that he understood that the Lord was independent and that he would do whatever he wanted.
he understood that the Lord was independent, then he could do whatever he wanted.
And so he didn't even try to convince him otherwise. Once he realized
He didn't even try to convince him otherwise once he realized
that he was determined to do.
that he was determined to do so.
So, what to speak of us?
So what to speak of us?
Lord Nityananda could not convince the Lord.
When Lord Nityananda could not convince the Lord,
And who are we?
then who are we?
So, you can see that, of course, that's why we pray to Krishna.
So we can see that, of course, that's why we pray to Krishna,
If it so please Him.
if it is so please Him.
Because ultimately, whatever He wants,
Because ultimately, whatever He wants,
that will happen.
that will happen.
So, it's a very interesting, in this Chaitanya Leela,
So this is very interesting in this Chaitanya Leela.
we get a very close look at the personality of Godhead.
We get a very close look at the personality of Godhead.
Now, people want to know the science of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
People wants to know what is the science of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
But through this Bhakti Yoga, we get a very close look at the personality of Godhead.
So we get a very close look at the personality of Godhead. People wants to know what is the science of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
But through this Bhakti Yoga, you can learn more about the person of Godhead than any other way method.
As a student of Bhakti Yoga, we can learn more about the personality of Godhead more than any other yoga.
So we can see how the Lord is right when He's one without a second.
So we can see how the Lord is the one without the second.
And He's very lovable.
And He is very lovable.
So it's not so difficult. It's very natural for us.
So it is not very difficult. It is very natural for us
To love Krishna.
to love Krishna.
But we don't love Krishna due to our poor fund of knowledge.
So we don't love Krishna due to our poor fund of knowledge.
But by studying the character of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
But by studying the character of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
you can understand more about the Supreme Person of Godhead,
we can understand more about the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
about His energies,
about His energies,
and about the various truths
and about the various truths
connected with Him.
connected with Him.
So, this chapter is entitled,
So this chapter is entitled The Lord Consoles Srivas, Mukunda, Murari and Gadadhar. Sri Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya 11.44. Hearing himself praised, the Lord was doubly afflicted and cried even more. In great trepidation, the sannyasi again spoke, "You are Lord Vishnu, I know this." Hearing this, the Lord desired to take sannyas.
চৈতন্য মঙ্গল ইঙ্গিত আকারে তাহা বুঝিলা মুকুন্দ প্রভু রাখিবারে করে প্রকার প্রবন্ধ
Mukunda Datta, by seeing the various hints and
So Mukunda Datta, by seeing the various hints and
his body language,
his body language,
he understood that Lord Gauranga
he understood that Lord Gauranga
understood what the Lord Gauranga had decided.
understood what the Lord Gauranga had desired.
Mukunda Datta
Mukunda Datta
tried to stop him.
has tried to stop him. Sri Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya 11.45. Mukunda then said, "Look at the Lord with unblinking eyes constantly, as long as He is here and does not leave." The Lord said to Srivas and the others, "Because of prema, I will wander everywhere constantly, going from here." Sri Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.17. Then Mukunda Datta announced to the Vaishnavas, "Noble twice born man, for as long as he remains here, look at your full satisfaction upon Sri Natha, the source of the cosmic manifestation."
চৈতন্য মঙ্গল আইলেন যথা আছে সব ভক্তগণ কাঁদিয়া কহিল সব ভক্তের চরণ
All the devotees came at that place.
All the devotees came to that place,
And Mukunda Datta, crying, weeping,
and Mukunda Datta, crying, weeping,
he placed these words at the devotees' lotus feet.
he placed these words at the Lord's devotees' lotus feet.
শোনো শোনো সবজন আমার উত্তর, সন্ন্যাস করিব এ প্রভু বিশ্বম্ভর।
Listen, listen,
Listen, listen,
all the devotees, all you devotees,
all the devotees,
please hear my words.
please hear my words.
Lord Vishnuvar will certainly take sannyas.
Lord Vishwambar will certainly take sannyas.
যাবত থাকয়ে দেখো নয়ন ভরিয়া, শ্রীমুখের কথা শোনো শ্রবণ পুরিয়া।
Let your eyes be filled seeing him
Let your eyes be filled seeing him
as long as he is here.
as long as he is here.
Listen
Listen
to the words from his Srimukh, his auspicious mouth,
Listen to the words from his Sri Mukh or his auspicious mouth,
and fill out your ears
and fill up your ears
with his divine sound.
with his divine sound. Sri Murari Gupta Katsha 2.18.18. After a short time, the Jagat Guru will give up his home and depart. When they heard this statement from that discerning person, the hearts of all Gaura Bhaktas became very agitated. Sri Chaitanya Mangal.
ছাড়িয়া যাইব প্রভু নিজ গৃহবাস, জননী ছাড়িব আর নিজ সব দাস।
Lord Gauranga will give up and leave his own household.
Lord Gauranga will give up and leave his own household.
He'll leave his mother
He will leave his mother
and his personal associates.
and will leave his personal associates.
এই বল শুনিয়া সবে ব্যথিত হিয়ায়, যুক্তি করিয়া মনে চিন্তয়ে উপায়।
And these words,
Hearing these words,
everyone became sorrowful at heart.
everyone became sorrowful at heart.
They're thinking
They are thinking
some plan by which the Lord would stay amongst them.
They were thinking some plan by which the Lord would stay amongst them.
স্বতন্ত্র ঈশ্বর না রহিব কারু বসে, ইহা বলি ভক্ত পরিলা তরাসে।
The Lord is independent.
The Lord is independent.
He'll not stay under the control of anyone.
He will not stay under the control of anyone.
saying these words.
saying these words,
All the devotees
all the devotees
fell down on the ground.
fell down on the ground.
ভূমিতে পড়িয়া কান্দে ধুলাই ধূসর প্রাণনাথ আরে মোর প্রভু বিশ্বম্ভর
Falling to the ground, they wept,
Falling to the ground, they wept,
covered with dust.
covered with dust.
They called out,
They called out,
"Oh, Master of our lives,
"Oh, Master of our lives,
oh my Lord,
oh my Lord,
Vishwambar,
Vishwambar."
হাহা মহাপ্রভু কোথা যাইবে রিয়া মোর সবারে কলি সর্পে খাইবে ধরিয়া
oh, Lord Mahaprabhu,
Oh, oh, Lord Mahaprabhu,
where will you go?
where will you go?
The black snake of Kali Yuga
The black snake of Kali Yuga
will grab and devour all of us.
will grab and devour all of us.
কলি ভয়ে তোর প্রভু লইন শরণ তোর ভয়ে কলি সর্পে না লঙ্ঘে খন
Being afraid of Kali Yuga,
Being afraid of Kali Yuga,
Lord Gauranga, we have taken your shelter.
Lord Gauranga, we had taken your shelter.
The snake of Kali,
The snake of Kali,
being fearful of you,
being fearful of you,
will not attack us
will not attack us
in your presence.
in your presence.
হেন কালে আসি তথা প্রভু বিশ্বম্ভর শ্রীবাস পণ্ডিত দেখি কহিল উত্তর
At that time,
At that time,
Lord Vishwambar came there.
Lord Vishwambar came there.
And when he saw Siddharth Pandit,
And when he saw Srivas Pandit,
the Lord said in response,
the Lord said in response,
শুনো শুনো হে দ্বিজ প্রিয় শ্রীনিবাস এক কথা কহি যদি না পাও তরাস
here, please hear me here.
"Please hear me here,
Oh dear Brahman,
oh dear Brahmin,
Srivas,
Srivas,
I'll tell you something.
I will tell you something.
If you are not afraid
If you are not afraid
to hear my words,
to give my words, to hear my words,
প্রেম উপার্জনে আমি যাব দেশান্তর তো সভারে আনি দিব শুন দ্বিজবর
to find a pure ecstatic love,
to find the pure ecstatic love,
spiritual love,
spiritual love,
I'll go to to another country.
I will go to another country.
My dear Brahman,
My dear Brahmin,
listen.
listen.
I'll bring you back this pure love
I will bring you back this pure love
and give it to all of you.
and give it to all of you. Sri Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.19. Then the Lord spoke to Srivas, the bull among the twice born. For your love, I will leave for another country. Sri Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.20. In the same way, that gentleman bought a boat and journeyed to another country, later bringing wealth back to their friend, so shall I. Sri Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.21. Bring from a foreign country an abundance of love and give you all, so that you may fully behold Sri Krishna, the worshipable deity of all gods. Sri Chaitanya Mangal.
সাধু যেন নৌকা চড়ি যায় দূর দেশ, ধন উপার্জন লাগি করে নানা ক্লেশ।
As a pious man
climbs on the boat,
travels to distant lands in order to earn wealth, he endures many difficulties. আনিয়া বান্ধবগণে করয়ে পোষণ, আমিও ওই ছন আনি দেব প্রেম ধন। And that person returns home.
As that person returns home,
and with his wealth, he maintains his kinsmen and friends.
He maintains his kinsmen and friends.
Only in the same way, I will bring you back the treasure of spiritual love.
The treasure of spiritual love. And give to you. Sri Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.22. After listening to the words of Sri Hari, Srivas replied to, Hey Nata, how can I live in your separation? Sri Chaitanya Mangal.
এই বল শুনিয়া কহে শ্রীবাস পণ্ডিত, তোমা না দেখিয়া প্রভু কি কাজ জীবিত।
Hearing these words,
Srivas Pandit replied, My dear Lord Gauranga, if we don't see you, what is the use of our remaining alive?
What is the use of our remaining alive?
জীবিত শরীরে বন্ধু করয়ে পোষণ, দেহান্তরে করি তার শ্রাদ্ধ তর্পণ।
One can maintain his kinsmen if they stay alive.
One can maintain his kinsmen only when they stay alive.
If they leave their bodies,
If they leave their bodies,
all you can do is offer them
how,
Tarvana and Shraddha.
how can you offer? All that you can offer them is Darpana and Shraddha.
Jayapataka is telling Lord Chaitanya
So Srivas Thakur is telling Lord Chaitanya
that without his association,
that without his association,
all the devotees of Navadvip will certainly leave their bodies.
all the devotees of Navadvip will certainly leave their bodies.
Now, they will not be, Lord Chaitanya cannot return and give them love
So Lord Chaitanya cannot return and give them the love
because they'll all be dead.
because all of them will be dead
Separation from the Lord.
out of separation from the Lord.
যে জিয়ে তাহারে তুমি দিও প্রেম ধন, তোমা না দেখিলে হবে সবার মরণ।
If we remain alive,
If we remain alive,
and then you can give us
and then you can give us
the treasure of pure spiritual love.
the treasure of pure spiritual love.
Without seeing, if we cannot see you,
If we cannot see you,
we will certainly die.
we will certainly die. Shri Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.23. Hearing this, Bhagavan said, O best of the Vipras, I will reside eternally within your temple. Do not be surprised in your mind. Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya 11.46. Again, Shiva spoke in fear. How can I remain in separation from you, O Lord? My mind will constantly burn up. The Lord said, I will stay in your house. Immediately Srivasa's mind became peaceful. Murari Gupta Karcha 2.18.24. Hearing these words from Gaurahari, the best of the twice born fell baffled, and he thought, He is the all-pervasive Supreme Lord, who is capable of controlling him. Chaitanya Bhagavat.
প্রভুর মুকুন্দ গৃহে গমন ও কীর্তন অন্তে মুকুন্দ সমীপে নিজ অভিলাষ জ্ঞাপন। মুকুন্দের বসাই আইলা গৌরচন্দ্র, দেখিয়া মুকুন্দ হইলা পরম আনন্দ।
Lord Gaurachandra went to the home of Mukunda,
Lord Gaurachandra went to the home of Mukunda, Datta.
When Mukunda saw the Lord,
When Mukunda saw the Lord,
he felt great spiritual ecstasy.
he felt great spiritual ecstasy.
Lord Vishwambar.
To Lord Vishwambar.
প্রভু বলে গাও কিছু কৃষ্ণের মঙ্গল, মুকুন্দ গায়ন প্রভু শুনিয়া বিহল।
Lord Gauranga said, sing about the auspicious
So Lord Gauranga said, sing about the auspicious,
sing something about the auspicious qualities of Krishna,
sing,
glories
some,
of Krishna.
sing something about the auspicious glories of Lord Krishna.
And Mukunda sang,
When Mukunda sang,
Lord Gauranga became overwhelmed in ecstasy,
Lord Gauranga became overwhelmed in ecstasy,
listening to him
listening to him
sing.
sing.
बोल बोल হুঙ্কার করয়ে দ্বিজমণি পুণ্যবন্ত মুকুন্দের শুনি দিব্য ধ্বনি
The Lord Gauranga, the jewel of the twice born,
Lord Gauranga, the jewel of the twice born,
hearing the
hearing the
pious Mukunda
pious Mukunda
singing his melodious singing,
hearing the pious Mukunda's melodious singing,
Lord Gauranga
Lord
roared loudly,
Lord Gauranga roared loudly,
chant, chant,
chant, chant,
sing, sing.
sing, sing.
ক্ষণেকে করিলা প্রভু ভাব সম্বরণ মুকুন্দের সঙ্গে তবে কহে ন কথন
After
After
a while,
a while,
Lord Gauranga controlled his ecstasies
Lord Gauranga controlled his ecstasies
and began to speak with Mukunda.
and began to speak with Mukunda.
প্রভু বলে মুকুন্দ শুনহ কিছু কথা বাহির হইব আমি না রহিব হেতা
Lord Gauranga said,
Lord Gauranga said,
"O Mukunda,
O Mukunda,
please listen to me.
please listen to me.
I will not stay here.
I will not stay here.
I will go. I will leave home."
I will leave home.
গারিহস্থ আমি ছাড়িব সুনিশ্চিত শিখা সূত্র ছাড়িয়া চলিব যেতে ভিত
Certainly, I will leave household life.
Certainly, I will leave household life.
I'll give up. I'll shave my head and give up my Brahmin thread.
I will shave my head and I will give up my Brahmin thread.
Go where I please.
Go where I please. The Karmi and Jnani sannyasis abandon material enjoyment and give up their Shika and Brahmana thread for the sake of renunciation. Sri Chaitanya Deva's renunciation of his Shika was meant to prove a point to the Mayavadi Gyanis. The Tridandi sannyasis engage their Shika and Brahmana threads in the service of the Supreme Lord. That is why they keep their Shika and Brahmana threads while accepting Tridanda sannyasa. According to the Madhva Gaudiya line, Following the footsteps of the Madhva Gaudiya line, Tridhandi Bhikshu Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati, who belonged to Sri Sampradaya, also kept his Shika and Brahmana thread. Vallabhacharya, who belonged to the Sri Gadadhara branch, preserved his Shika and Brahmana thread at the time of accepting Tridhanda Sannyasa. Sri Vishnu Swami, Sri Ramanuja, Sri Nimbaditya were all sannyasis with shikas and Brahmana threads. In the Madhva Sampradaya, only the Tirthas have even today the provision to give up their shikas and Brahmana threads. In the Madhva Gaudiya line, the Vrajavasi 6 Goswami accepted Tridhanda Sannyasa based on Sri Upadeshamrita, and according to the principles of Paramahamsa, some of them did not even wear saffron cloth. Therefore, it is to be understood that they were Paramahamsas. This does not mean that Tridhanda Sannyasis aspiring to progress should give up saffron cloth. Their spiritual masters, however, may not need to wear saffron cloth. Retaining saffron cloth does not disturb the principles of a Paramahamsa. Those Paramahamsas with shikas and Brahmana threads who traverse the Paramahamsa path under the shelter of Sri Gaurchandra do not give up their shikas and Brahmana threads. This is known as Sri Chaitanya Deva's Siksha. Even today, it is the practice in Bengal to call the shika or tuft of hair on the head of devotees Sri Chaitanya Shika. And shika is a corrupted form of the word siksha, which means teaching.
So although Lord Chaitanya said he'd give up his shika and Brahmin thread,
said he will give up his shika and Brahmin thread.
This was a system practiced by the Ekadanda sannyasis.
Ekadandi sannyasis.
But the Tridhandi sannyasis
But the Tridhandi sannyasis
in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
would keep their shika, the tuft of hair in the back of their head,
will keep the shika, the tuft of hair, back of their head,
and their Brahmin threads,
and their Brahmin threads,
and practice devotional service.
and practice devotional service.
So, and apparently the different Tridhandi sannyasis
So apparently there are different Tridhandi sannyasis
and different paramparas.
in different paramparas.
They also follow the system,
They also follow the systems,
like keeping their shika and their Brahmin and threads,
like keeping their shika and the Brahmin threads,
engaging in this bhakti yoga service.
engage in the Bhakti Yoga service.
চৈতন্য ভাগবত প্রভুর সন্ন্যাস বার্তা শ্রবণে মুকুন্দের দুঃখ শ্রী শিখার অন্তধান শুনিয়া মুকুন্দ পড়িল বিরহে সব ঘুচিল আনন্দ
When he heard that the Lord would shave his head,
When he heard that the Lord would shave his head,
Mukunda Datta fell into separation.
Mukunda Datta fell into separation
I lost all sense of spiritual happiness.
and lost all sense of spiritual happiness. Shri Chaitanya Mangal.
মুকুন্দ কহে প্রভু পরয়ে শরীর অন্তরে পরয়ে প্রাণ না হয় বাহির
Mukundadatta
Then Mukundadatta
said to Lord Gauranga,
said to the Lord Gauranga,
my body is burning.
my body is burning.
Although flames burn inside in my heart,
Although flames burn inside my heart,
my life air does not come out.
my life air does not come out.
মোরা সব অধম দুরন্ত দুরাচার, তুমি সৎ খলমতি বুঝিল ব্যবহার।
I may be a fallen, wretched,
I may be a fallen wretched sinner,
misbehaved person,
misbehaved person,
but you but I have understood your behavior.
I have understood your behavior.
You are a crooked-hearted cheater.
You are a crooked-hearted cheater.
অচতুর গণ মোরা না বুঝিয়া তোরে, শরণ লইনু সর্ব ছাড়িয়া সংসারে।
Foolish people like myself
Foolish people like myself
did not understand your true nature.
did not understand your true nature.
We took shelter of your lotus feet.
We took shelter of your lotus feet
I gave up and renounced the material world.
and renounced the material world.
ধর্ম কর্ম ছাড়ি তোর পথ কইলু সারে, পতিত করিয়া কেনে ছাড়ো ম সভারে।
Renouncing the religious rituals
Renouncing the religious rituals
and the duties,
and duties,
we took the shelter of your lotus feet,
we took the shelter of your lotus feet,
making us fallen.
making us fallen.
Why do you leave us?
Why do you leave us?
All of us.
All of us.
পতিত পাবন তুমি শাস্ত্রেতে জানিয়া, শরণ লই সর্ব ধর্মেরে ছাড়িয়া।
All the scriptures
All these scriptures
glorify you,
glorify you,
and you are the uplifter of the fallen.
that you are the lifter of the fallen,
Uplifter of the fallen.
uplifter of the fallen.
That's why we surrendered
That's why we surrendered
to your lotus feet,
to your lotus feet,
giving up all other religious principles.
giving up all other religious principles.
এখনে ছাড়িয়া যাও মো সভারে তুমি, এ নহে উচিত প্রভু নিবেদিল আমি।
Now you will renounce all of us
Now you will renounce all of us
and go away.
and go away.
Lord Gauranga,
Lord Gauranga,
this is not proper.
this is not proper.
Oh Lord,
O Lord,
I place this appeal before you.
I place this appeal before you.
খলমতি না বুঝিয়া লইন শরণ বজ্র অন্তর তোর হৃদয় কঠিন
Not understanding your crooked nature,
Not understanding your crooked nature,
we took shelter of your lotus feet.
we took shelter of your lotus feet.
Inside, your heart is very hard.
Inside your heart is very hard.
It is like a thunderbolt.
It is like a thunderbolt.
বাহিরে কমল রস সুগন্ধি পাইয়া অন্তরেও এই মতো ছিল মোর হিয়া
Outside, we smell the fragrance of the lotus.
Outside, we smell the fragrance of a lotus
Or
flower.
I thought that your inside was
I thought that
of
your
the same nature.
I thought that your inside was of the same nature.
I thought just like when Krishna and Balaram left the Vrajavasis,
So, just like Krishna and Balaram left the Brajavasis,
they were like completely absorbed in separation.
they were like completely absorbed in separation.
So now the Navadvasi associates of the Lord
Now, the Navadip Vasi, the associates of the Lord,
are feeling the same
are feeling the same
spiritual sorrow.
spiritual sorrow.
I'll continue reading more
We
tomorrow.
will continue reading more tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pratap Moy Prabhu, we are not able to hear you. Okay, you can speak now.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace. Yeah, we're watching from the UK, Guru Maharaj. It's so nice to be connecting with your class on Zoom. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
This is a very tough pastime to hear.
This is a very tough pastime to hear.
All the devotees of Navadip, they're like the Vrajavasis when Krishna left.
All the devotees of of Navadip were like the Vrajavasis when Krishna left
To Mathura,
to Mathura.
and he leaving to take sannyas.
When he is leaving to take sannyas,
They are feeling great separation.
they are feeling great separation.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.